I'm Tom, this is Megan, we're in Argentina hoping to buy a home. Today we have an inspection before making an offer on this, our dream home. But skip ahead around 5 minutes to join our peso cash struggle as we go to Western Union in town, sign up at the gym and eat lakeside acais. If you're friends or family, hi mom, or interested in houses, keep watching to see the revelations of our architect inspection and finally making an offer on a house in Bariloche. Let's go.
And I'm recording like a weirdo.
Currently doing the inspection. We got Carlos, who's the inspector, and then we got the estate agent. We're just going around the house right now, showing us all the electrical outlets and
Like that one?
And I think he's going to look mainly at the structure, which is what we're concerned about. The pine logs tend to warp. They are good building material, but need to make sure that they're not affected by moisture.
Okay, go upstairs.
So yeah, we're here. It's just as beautiful as you want.
I know, I love it here.
I love this place. I want to have a child. I want a little baby.
See, the kitchen needs some work. Nothing.
Boiler room open, but the boilers both work. There's two separate systems. They both come out of here, these pipes. One's a boiler for hot water, which runs all throughout the house and the guest house. The other one is for the gas heaters, the radiators, which actually work really well.
This is where our deck would be. So Tom wants to like extend this out, that out to that tree, and extend this around, and then the deck would go in front of here. Kind of, so you can still see the view. This is the bathroom. The main bathroom's upstairs. You can see it's unfinished. I do smell it now.
And these trees will be cut down.
I do. Do you smell it now?
You smell the food?
Yeah, now I do.
If I'm gonna be completely honest, I do smell the cats now. It does have a weird smell. You know, when cats are cats.
So this is the cute little guest house. This is the bathroom. There's no shower. I wonder how easy it would be to put in a shower.
One thing about this house is that with a little bit of work, it could be. It's so cute.
Like, I love this door.
So we just met with the real estate agent and Carlos, who was an absolute gentleman, an inspector, very experienced, very calm, so nice. I asked a shit ton of questions. Este construido hasta 8 años más o menos. Posiblemente es 8 años sin motor, ¿no? There is a mountain of work to do, as is typical for these types of builds. The wood is assembled like this when the wood is new, and over time as it dries it shrinks and the gaps form, and the gaps are quite large, and it's all over the house, all over the guest house. And usually this pine is protected and the longevity of the house is controlled by painting the outside at least, if not sanding and cleaning, and that hasn't been done once since the house was built. Are we going to run into any problems? And the answers are no. Like, the house is constructed well, although the main columnar supports of the house are not continuous from ground to top. It's like one column and then another column, as he said, to live in. Like, you don't need to do anything, which is true, but to turn it into really completed family property, there is a mountain of work. We knew this already. He was really good, very thorough. He says inside looks pretty good. His biggest peeve for the inside was that between the lower and upper floors it's just a single layer of Maltese and whatever you call it, wood that's joined, which means there's not much between the two floors, and it's very loud. Would be better if it was an underfloor insulation and a proper floor. He made me see the house in a slightly different way. Like, I saw all the things that he was saying and I appreciated a bit more like how it's been constructed, and I appreciate now that in Bariloche the temperature swings are so great that the wood expands and contracts a lot more than you think. The drywall does not. So every joint where drywall comes to wood, there's cracks and there's been movement, but it's just a drywall. It's not a structural thing. As you said, you can fill those in and you can make it look good and you can repaint over it. It's only going to crack again in the future. It's just one of those things. The guest house not being founded properly, that trunk framing is sat on top of individual stumps, which really makes no sense. And you can see how the whole cabin is actually shifted and is like that on top of the trunks. Big job will be to jack up the whole cabin removed the trunks and put concrete pillars in. Enormous job. But the entire house has no contact with wood to ground. It's all on actually ceramic blocks and concrete base, which is pretty good. Like, has good thermal properties. The ceramic blocks, I was thinking it was concrete blocks like what you see in Mexico. Even the main columnar supports that are on the outside of the house are not in contact with the ground. They're on concrete bases, so that's all pretty good. But yeah, if the price is right and if we can negotiate even more off of the already, you know, reasonable price for all these things, and if we're prepared to do that mountain of work, then I think we should still make an offer. I'm really glad that we got the inspection. That was very useful.
Something
not
to
as
think
perfect as you would hope, but then if you strive for perfection, you pay double the price. So yeah.
We can make it perfect, but we have a lot to talk about with this real estate agent.
Another problem I just remembered is all the wiring throughout the whole house that goes in and out, all unprotected. It's just cables going straight through wood. Usually these little plastic pipes is what the cables run in and through so that the cables are protected. But yeah, whatever cost we had before, which was already a lot, we're gonna have to add a lot to it, I think. But in between every single piece of wood on the outside, those joins are between this and this. The big ones you would obviously just fill with an expanded foam, finish off nicely, and then paint over. The small gaps you need a gun with a sealant, but it's a lot of work. Like, the house is pretty big and there's a lot of wood. We're still going to go for the reserva because we are still interested, but we got to hope that we get some answers and that we can negotiate a price that factors in all this stuff.
Now we are on our way to make our reserva. Yeah, I do love this house.
So here we go. What do you need to make a reserve on a house in Argentina as a foreigner? Passport, $2,000 cash. Let's see how we go. We're getting a coffee made for us.
Feel great. I love my little house. Wow.
Just the most. Don Federico. Hey man, how's it going?
Just like that. We were gonna take a video of these, but we destroyed them.
Just so hungry, we couldn't even think about taking a video. But this place has amazing empanadas, as does Argentina in general. I would say the best empanadas in South America. Go Argentina. Yeah, that reserva meeting was a lot. That was a lot. A lot of technical details and a lot of legal stuff and a lot of paperwork. I don't know, my brain is fried. What else was fried was our empanadas, which I'm now happy I am. No longer starving, just so tired.
I've never been more tired in my life. We were with that real estate agent, I think for like 6 hours in total with the inspection and everything. Oh, I need to go lie down.
So it's the day after the reserva meeting. We made it. It went okay, but there is a lot of new information that we didn't know. The long story short is the fees are astronomical, and the whole process is made more complicated by the fact that the US dollars for purchasing the property are not yet in the country, which you wouldn't think would be a big problem, but here in Argentina it is. We'll go over that later. Right now, we're in the middle of a shitstorm with Western Union, which has been our only and reliable source of getting cash here in Argentina. Neither of our accounts are working, none of our usual debit cards. We don't know why, so let's go to town to one of the several branches, try it in person, get some cash, take a breath, and go from there. Oh.
Ah, true love.
Pretty. There she is. These upper parts of town are actually really cute. Today it looks a bit grey, but one of the issues you'll find if you have a car or you're renting a car is parking. The way it works is that if you find somewhere, you're going to check first of all that there's no parking signs, so you're not blocking an entrance. The second is the colour of the curb. Red means you can't stop or park anytime.
Perfect.
We might have found a spot. Let's see if we park legally. Yellow, like right there, you can stop but not park. If it's white, you can park, but you have to pay. And if there's no color like this, it's free. So we got lucky. We got a parking spot. When the curb is white like this, look out for the guys in high vis. Pay them in cash. It's about 1,000 pesos an hour. Or do it on the app if you have an Argentine account. Here we are, Western Union. Let's go. we got our money. I'm not sure why it didn't work. We just kept trying. I don't know. All that stress from the last couple of days removed. Western Union's good again. Thank God.
Yeah, I'm still stressed out though because that's a lot of money.
Only open till 1, Monday to Friday. We have our cash, let's get on with our lives. That's Havana, the chocolate shop. So we've just arrived at the Club Los Peruanes, a big sports and recreation centre. Looks like it has its own little cafe. Looks very family friendly. Gym, you can see rowing machines, probably tennis courts, paddle courts. Let's go see what happens. Blackberries are good. How much are they?
4,000 bucks.
¿Cómo se llaman en español?
Salsa mora.
Salsa mora, sí. This is what, about $100 looks like. It's 10 minutes? So on the side of the road here you get these little trucks that sometimes sell fast food, sometimes sell fruit and veg. So we just got some bananas.
And peaches and blackberries. Fun fact, berries are grown in Patagonia. So you'll find the best berries you'll ever eat in Patagonia.
Of course the bananas aren't local, but neither is anything else really.
So we were just driving looking for a food truck because all the other ones at the other place were closed. And then we saw this on the side of the road right next to the lake, Bom Açaí food truck. So here we are.
Bom Açaí.
Here's an episode of Teacher Tom filmed by Megan.
Right now we're at Kilometer 8, which is 8 kilometers from the roundabout which marks the beginning of town. We are staying currently at kilometer 5, más o menos. When people ask whereabouts is it, we say, it's kilometro 12, kilometro 18, or whatever. The whole of Bariloche is along the lake, and depending on which kilometer you need to go to is where you'll ask and where you'll be told for directions. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
That's how it works?
Thank you, Teacher Tom.
And I think when you go on the bus as well, they ask you which kilometre are you going to. This is the Brasiloche. I guess it's a combination of Brazil and Bariloche. Look at that, that's amazing. It looks so delicious.
How would you rate it out of 10?
Yes.
Describe the flavors in your mouth. Say yummy.
Deliciosa.
No, say yummy.
Rico.
Thanks for watching. See you next time as we continue to discover Bariloche and start our new lives here. Spoiler alert, with the house, things don't go to plan.